Hey y'all, hey, welcome back. Y'all already know Reese Unfiltered. Look, if y'all are not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe for me. Please go ahead and like the video and go ahead and share me out because again, y'all, I'm not a secret and y'all already know this. We get ready to get into Strong Mommy Chrissy. We're going to get into the baby daddy, Bay. So she calls him. All right. Which we know by Jordan. So it boggles my mind to why man, a young man at that has so much potential and so much going for him to want to deal with an individual that has 9 children and 8 different baby fathers. Since she has so-called had a miscarriage, he would have been baby daddy number 9. It's weird to me because I'm wondering, such a young man that has so much of a bright future ahead of him, you are willing and putting in your mind to be coming home each day, to be around and care for 8 other children, not 1, 2, 3, 4, or even 5 that are not yours, but 8 of them. Preferably the whole entire time that you've been in school, while you were passing grades, she was passing babies. So I'm wondering in your mind, what would make you want that as a feature to come home to that every single day in and day out? What would make you want to, or you're not even thinking this far down the line, that again, you're dealing with someone that is married. She's not even divorced. Okay, you're dealing with that. You're already coming into a situation and you can already see that things are not a little bit, but they are shaky. And you decide to put yourself into that whole equation. I had to understand the person. All right, so Jordan, he's professionally majoring in manufacturing, engineering, and minoring in occupational safety and health at Millersville University of Pennsylvania. Jordan, looking at your fellow students who are majoring in the same field that you're in, your fellow female students that will be walking across the stage with you, why is it that you wouldn't be looking for a young lady of that stature? Why wouldn't you be looking for a young lady of that stature? How can you? Okay, because I see in a lot of pictures you're well dressed and everything. How can you, for example, Jordan, how can you go to let's say your job, you get an engineering job and you got to go to something like a Christmas party. And of course, they're going to tell you to bring, your partner, your wife, all right, who is just separated or whatever. So they tell you to bring her. Okay. Now, with you working in this type of thing, working with these type of colleagues and doing internships, I am sure that you know that there is a certain type of way that you're carrying yourself and a certain type of talk when you got to sit down with all of these big people at these different tables and panels and stuff like that, right? And you sit down, all right, with Chrissy. Okay. And they start asking you, you know what I mean, just regular life questions. When they start kicking the questions out to, hi, ma'am. Yeah, and we already want you to know Chrissy, in their mind they're thinking, okay, yeah, she got makeup on and a wig and she can cook. She look good. Okay, yeah, that's what they thinking, Chrissy, because we okay. That's all we care about, all right, when it come to her, okay? So they're asking you, what did you major in? What is your career? When someone follows up with, oh, well, I'm a social media influencer. Oh, you're like a YouTuber? Oh, okay, well, did you go to school for anything? No. I went to school for YouTube. I'm a YouTuber. That's all that I do. I do YouTube. That's it. You don't have no type of good degree. You don't got no type of certificate. You don't have anything. You don't even have a technical skill. The only thing that you can say is, I do YouTube, I know how to cook, and I am great at editing, and I am a pro at pregnancy. That's what I am. I am a doctor in getting pregnant. What type of conversation can she have with you and your colleagues? None. None. Y'all are completely on two separate sides of the train tracks. You're trying to get an education, and Chrissy's trying to get to that 1 million plaque on YouTube. Jordan trying to put money into 401k. Chrissy is trying to put money and your money into DH Gate and AliExpress and Team. That's what she's trying to do. You're trying to create a life of successfulness and wealth, and she's trying to make sure that she gets all the babies that she can out of you, so therefore you'll have to pay child support. Okay. Now, moving on. See, Jordan grew up in VA. Jordan had challenges growing up. I'm going to tell y'all right now, Jordan did not come from money whatsoever. Okay. His parents divorced when he was 6. In the 7th grade, he failed English. His dad didn't even have any money to send him to school for summer school. So what Jordan did was Jordan decided to sell candy to raise money, so therefore he could get himself into summer school and try to basically pass English so that he could move on to the 8th grade, which he did succeed. He sold enough money to get himself into summer school because, again, he does not come from money, and we can already tell that there's something going on with his parents. So that lets us know right there he doesn't have a man to look up to, and he doesn't have a mother that is there to tell him what a woman should be, how they should carry themselves, and what type of woman that he should be looking for to satisfy him and his career. What type of woman? In other words, Jordan, you should be finding you a match. Y'all need to match. You're trying to be an engineer, they're trying to be a nurse or something like that. That's what you want to look for. So anyway, he continued to still sell candy because that following summer year, he wanted to go to summer school as well to take more classes, so therefore that he could graduate early. However, in the 11th grade, he had to give up his track and field. He ran track and field. He had to give it up because he had to go outside of his home and get a job to help his family. So I don't know if this is one of the reasons why you feel like you're going to be Dr. Saverho or Mr. Engineer Saverho. I don't know, but maybe you call yourself trying to mentor her, because again, he didn't have anybody in his realm that basically, like his dad, that could show him and mentor him. He was mentored by his teacher. That's who he went to. All right. I don't know where your teacher is. I think his name was Mr. Pollock or whatever. Mr. Pollock, is a time where you should be popping out right now if you see what's going on. Yeah, so he had to get out and get a job. He had to stop the track and field because he had to get the job. And he actually did good in track and field, which it actually took him to the nationals. So after graduation, y'all, Jordan moved to North Dakota and he decided to enroll in Bismarck State College. He then transferred from there and decided to go to Millersville University in PA. Remember, he had her over there in PA on one of the trips. But yeah, so he transferred there. Once he got there, he then became involved in the National Society of Black Engineers, and he became the chapter's vice president at that program. He also did some internships in the summertime as well. Okay, so this is showing you what type of young man this man is, and he seems to have his head educational wise on the right track. His hopes and dreams is to actually become an engineer, and after becoming an engineer and hopefully making enough money, what he wanted to do was basically open and build his own high-tech high school, I guess engineering high school or whatever, for kids basically of his color. So that is, some things about him. With reading that, and all of this stuff is actually on the worldwide internet. I actually seen some of this from another channel. I can't think, I tried to look for it or whatever, but I can't find it again. So that right there, with all that being said, y'all, I'm just looking at him like, you have got to be the dumbest. You have got to be the dumbest. Got to be. She done pussy whipped this man, y'all. I'm telling you. Most men that you ask, they will tell you, no, I ain't dealing with no bitch that got no million kids. Like, yeah, I'm not even doing that. I'm not even going that route. Okay? So I'm going to leave y'all with that. Okay? And I'm going to go ahead and slide up on off the here, and I'm going to see y'all on the next one.